I have to do the announcements tomorrow, and I'm just too tired from this week. So I was hoping that you would help me out. Are you able to do that? All right. Thank you so much. Good
morning, Mount Baker.
Have a great
Have
day.
a great day.
Folks, Mr. Man with this day in history. 1990, Nelson Mandela was released from prison. He spent 27 years behind bars for his activism against apartheid. Apartheid was a political and social system of segregation that dominated South Africa for many years. In 1994, just 4 years after his release, Nelson Mandela became the president of South Africa, and that effectively ended that system of apartheid. So a very sad story, but it has a happy ending. Have a great day, Mount Baker.
Before I start the cooking show, I want to say thank you to the thousands of you guys who sent me pizza pictures. All of them look very delicious, and it was a trending topic on the Deming Twitter for about 2 minutes. So here are my few favorite ones. One is from Madison. The other one's from Mr. Lewis, the Lou Dog, and then Miss Cheryl. So here you go. Thanks, guys. Awesome. Hi, guys. Today I have a special guest on this show, Cooking with Paul. It's Miss Moore. So give her a round of applause. Woo! She's gonna show us what are we making here?
The recipe is called birdseed bars, but it's just kind of like a homemade granola bar.
Okay, cool. And I already have we have our ingredients prepped, kinda. So uses condensed milk and then oats, right? And then whatever else you can find in your pantry. So, like, I haven't included Rice Krispies on my recipe. Do you have anything cool that you're adding to yours?
Actually, I have some dried cherries that I chopped up to put in.
Ooh, that sounds delicious.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's our steps here?
Okay, so we melted a 1/3 cup butter.
Yes, let me get mine. Got it.
You're going to add your sweetened condensed milk to that.
Okay.
Just let that sit while you put everything else together. Pretty sticky stuff.
Yeah. So the craziest thing with condensed milk, so when we first came from the Ukraine, we always put this stuff in our coffee. I'm not sure if it's a thing, but yeah. So that's how I grew up going to school. Every single morning, we would put a tablespoon of this condensed milk in my coffee.
It's like you have your cream and sugar all in one.
Yep. It's kind of crazy. So it always brings a lot of memories back. Okay.
All right, so now we need 3 cups of rolled oats.
And are we putting them into
a bowl?
A bowl, okay.
This recipe is really forgiving. It doesn't have to be exact, so it's a great entry into baking.
Yeah, it seems cool. I feel like people at home can definitely do that too. And all the students, yeah. I feel like it takes me a little longer than most people to do some of this stuff sometimes, but it's totally okay.
No worries.
Also, normally, Emily always measures things by her eye, and I'm always like, okay, my measuring cup has to be exactly the right amount. Okay, so I got my oats.
Cool. So now you need 4 cups of other. So I have my 4-cup measure, and I put in here, I started with some nuts and my chopped cherries. Okay. And I'm just going to add, right? And this is where you get to just be creative. There's some raisins. I got some sunflower seeds.
Just start filling it up, huh?
Yeah, until you get up to 4 cups. And I have some sesame seeds. And I really like coconut in these. So I've got some coconut.
That sounds so good.
And I've just been reminded, don't forget the chocolate chips. Because we like our chocolate in our house.
Yes, isn't it healthy for you too? Kind of?
Dark chocolate, as long as it doesn't have too much sugar in it, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
So there we go. Pretty close to 4 cups. Dump it in with your oats.
Okay. Ooh. This is kind of fun.
Well, cooking should be fun.
Yeah, I like it.
A little bit of this. And I'm gonna finish mine up with these Rice Krispies. I'm gonna have some of my original pearl mix. I just buy seeds and like almonds and peanuts in bulk and then put them all together. Make the best granola. All of my stuff I get at the bulk section as well? Yeah. Okay. Alrighty.
All right,
And then
dump that in.
Dump
It
it
in with your rolled oats.
Sweet. Okay.
All right, now give it a little mix up with your hands. And then here comes the part where you're going to use a little arm power. You just pour in your butter and your sweetened condensed milk, and you have to mix it all together.
Okay, let me get a little spatula.
Yep, it's a good tool for this.
Okay, so dumping it in.
And then basically, once everything is moistened, and you don't have any really dry rolled oats left or anything, you get your cookie sheet. You dump it into that.
Okay. I'm still kind of trying to finish it up. But
Sure, it takes a little bit.
better. My oven just got hot, so perfect timing.
Perfect. Yeah. That's a pretty quick recipe, actually.
Yeah, it doesn't. You know, when I first started baking stuff, I had, usually in the directions it says to like start your oven right away.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, like, I'll usually finish something like an hour later. So it just sits there for an hour. So normally I don't start it until I actually know that it's ready. It might be just
I'm
like,
usually doing more than one thing at a time, so you know, then it gets a little tricky.
yeah. I'm getting better though, I guess. Okay.
Flatten it in your pan.
Oh yeah, this looks cool.
We just watched a documentary on oats, and they're so healthy. It's crazy. Like, people don't even know, I feel like, how healthy they are.
Yeah, and you can make this as healthy as you like, depending on what you put in it. And then, you know, you can really let your curiosity go and experiment with it a little bit. Like, I wonder if I melted peanut butter instead of butter, or added some peanut butter with it, like what that would be like. Or you could add cinnamon to your mix and have a little bit of cinnamon or nutmeg or some things like that. There's just all kinds of things that you can do with it once you've got this basic put together.
Yeah.
The worst thing in this is the sugar that's in the sweetened condensed milk.
Yeah. But there's only a little can of it, so I'm sure a little bit of sugar isn't too bad.
All right, so you got it all put in the pan and ready to go in the oven?
And it's going to go in the oven.
All right, 325 for 25 minutes.
I turn this on. Okay, our ovens are going off. Where's my mitts?
Hear it crackling.
All right.
Well, oh, good. You used parchment paper too.
I
Good
did.
job.
Yeah.
Now just, you'll want to kind of just slide it out onto your counter on your parchment paper.
Oh, I gotta turn off the timer, huh? Okay.
All right, now you gotta let them set up for a little bit first, but here's the key. You need to cut them now. Because if you wait until they cool to cut them, then they're gonna be hard. And as you try and cut them, then they'll float all over the place.
All right. And how big are the squares? Or
You get to choose,
okay.
right? I guess I make mine probably 2 inches by 2 inches. And you know they're done when they're lightly browned.
Okay.
Took about 25 minutes. Now I start snacking on the edges before they're all done because they're so good.
I already tasted some, yeah. Do you think Miss Stevens will yell at me for not using a cutting board to do this?
I don't know. There is parchment paper and you're using a pizza cutter. So I
Okay.
have a stainless steel counter here, so it doesn't matter if I cut on it, but yeah. My mom, if I cut on those types of things when I was growing up, we would be in trouble.
Okay. I might be in trouble then for a little bit. All right.
Bring her some of these because they're gluten-free, and I know in their family they do a little bit of the gluten-free thing, and maybe she'll just forgive you.
Okay. So Miss Stevens, tomorrow sometime I'll bring you a couple of these. You're welcome.
Thanks for having me on, Paul.
Yeah, thank you for showing up, and this is awesome and it tastes so good, and hopefully some students actually make these and actually send me pictures because
Yeah.
I want to start doing that. It'll be
Yeah, and let us know what your version is.
and send us more pictures too. Okay.
That'd be cool.
See you later, guys. Bye. Have a good day.